Welcome back to Intables, everyone. So again, going over my daily plan on exactly how I plan on playing into the SPY. Again, we have FOMC minutes data coming out tomorrow at 2 o'clock Eastern time. So again, that data set will predicate exactly where we do head next. And then after that, we have CPI, even more importantly, coming out on Thursday. Again, that is going to predicate exactly where we do head next. So again, with that in mind, making sure we are staying open-minded on exactly what kind of setup we could get. Again, getting that possible bullish setup. If we do get it, making sure we are looking for that possible confirmation. And if we do continue on lower, looking for that confirmation on lower. I'm going to go over exactly what we're looking for here. So jumping into the daily chart with you guys here on the SPY, again, just looking at the candle that came out today, we had an inverted hammer, a rejection on the bulls, taking control here. We did have that pullback. Now, keep in mind, we could have had a green candle come out here. Again, we did have a green candle, but we had Bo Bailey mentioning from the Bank of England that all pensions have a 3-day notice. Again, giving all companies a 3-day notice on either raising their pensions, or Bo Bailey said that the Bank of England will not help them with pension funds. So again, they're going to need to either increase these pension funds that a lot of people have been basically getting screwed over from, again, everything that has been happening, which also causes companies that lose value. So therefore, we did have a pullback. But again, besides what could have happened, we are sitting on an inverted hammer, getting that rejection with the bulls to the upside, getting a pullback as we are sitting on lows of the year. Again, very much going to predicate exactly what FOMC minutes comes out as tomorrow, what exactly the Feds have to add, if they give us any guidelines on what it would take for the Feds to pivot, for them to possibly decrease rates. Again, they have been mentioning that they're very much data dependent. So if they do mention they are data dependent, which very much could happen going into tomorrow. So again, we will keep an eye on what CPI may be. Again, this is going to be extremely key. We had our previous CPI at 8.3. Prior to that was at 8.5. Prior to that was at 9.1. We came down from 8.5 to 8.3 on our previous CPI, but still above expectations at 8.1. So what we want to see coming out on Thursday is an 8.0 CPI or lower, in my opinion. That would give us a possible move to the upside. Now, looking at our overall strength, as you guys can see, sitting on some sell pressure. Again, we mentioned yesterday that we did have 2 decreases in buy pressure that we mentioned from yesterday. And as you guys can see, we did get that increase in sell pressure. Now looking to see if we do get decreases in sell pressure. If we continue on with increases in sell pressure, then we could assume more strength to the downside. However, looking for a possible white shaded line coming in for that quick pivot and that possible quick reversal is very possible. Again, with CPI coming out and with Fed minutes going to tomorrow, we'll see exactly what the Feds have to say. But again, very much setting up for either a major move up or a major move down. As you guys can see here, we have been tracking our Elliott waves. Again, looking for our 5th wave to get that possible reversal. As you guys can see, again, we are looking at our 1st wave, and then we had our 2nd wave, and then we hit our 3rd wave, and then we mentioned our 4th wave here, confirming a couple days ago, and we did get that gap down. Now looking to see if we do get our 5th wave here, looking for that possible reversal at this point if we do continue on lower. And if we do continue on higher, again, looking for confirmation on the Feds listening. Again, we need confirmation. In my opinion, we will come back, at least retest, look for a possible bullish setup, and then look for confirmation from there. Again, this will be confirmation on that bullish move if we do continue on higher. Again, the Feds do need to listen. If the Feds do not listen, if things are worse than a good CPI inflation report for the Feds to possibly pivot, then the market very much will react to the downside and still come back possibly to wave 5. Even if we do have a spike, we retest and then we do not get that break and we possibly come back down to wave 5. So again, just keeping our 5th wave in mind. But again, if we do get confirmation, we get a large decrease in CPI, possibly a lot lower than 8.0, then the Feds definitely, or the whole market will definitely anticipate the Feds possibly pivoting, and we will have confirmation and possibly a major rally. We could possibly have a huge rally, possibly way over 400. We'll see exactly what happens if we get a major decrease in CPI. But again, not many people are expecting it. So again, making sure we are looking for confirmation. And as you guys can see on the monthly chart, again, we are sitting on what's called a kiss of death here. Again, dropping below our 50-day moving average after having a spike, dropping below our neckline here, getting that rejection and dropping and holding and closing below our 50-day moving average into newer lows. This is what's called a kiss of death. And as you guys can see, also getting an inverted hammer, just like we have on the daily chart here on our monthly chart. Again, not a completed candle on our monthly chart, but again, sitting on what's called an inverted hammer at this point in time. So again, we are getting that rejection on our 50-day moving average. So again, that could be that possible continuation on lower. We need to make sure we are careful. But again, it very much looks like our EMA lines are pointing down here, looking to see if we can possibly continue on below the median of our MACD, which could be a major pullback and continuation on lower. And if we do continue on lower. For example, if the Feds come out tomorrow extremely hawkish and we were to continue on lower, again, those two key levels that we have been talking about is here at 340, and our next level after 340 here will be here at 324. Again, we have been talking about 324. This is our pre-pandemic levels, and as you guys can see, we did get that rejection to the upside at this point. So again, if we continue on lower, we have a very strong zone here that we could be looking for a bounce from. Now again, with that said, I know the market can be very choppy. Most breakouts have been pre-market news into open. We mentioned pre-market news 2.5 hours before market open. Almost every single day we mention pre-market news, at least mentioning movers that are worth looking at every single day that the market is open. Go to instabulls.com in the description below, and you will never miss a breakout alert today again. And again, all of you instabulls that come over every single day and support the channel, I appreciate you guys for coming over every single day and supporting the channel. Truly, we're going to continue to go at it. Stay focused on our candle structure here. Again, a nice break to the downside, bouncing off of our 20-day moving average as we had, again, non-farm payrolls coming out bearish last week, and then we did continue on lower. Just staying focused on our candle structure and staying focused on our momentum is exactly what we'll continue to do. And again, if you guys do like this video, it does help the channel grow, and I do appreciate it very much. And again, God bless you all, and I'll see you guys in pre-market.